on the 12th of February 2020, former President John Dramani Mahama edi nsembi tudwa. Na so chema osentino say government no automobile companies, local automobile companies e Ghana ha ekoje vehicles Ghana ha edi assemble, and I said it is bad for the government and for the people of Ghana. They say outside the country ekoje automobile vehicles and betumi aboyin. Sisi Ndre former President John Dramani Mahama ejina simpiesu all day nsembi tudwa. Na so chema osentino government no so wabedi president omo vehicles na on beko local automobile companies no ma assemble amom senior betumi aprofit government when is some di tudwa hono na empini football Ghana habufu na mka tintin a president wo dwen sintin enim nyansa na say ru enim efa ye chia na if say one na in 2020 we dey assemble betudwa and as say in 2024 you are seeing a different thing altogether san kwasa assemble dey empini so ahwe bombom tutuma no pa na reho to the point say Samit Fikra Beka Sintino, NDC or Manifesto, it is the hope of all Ghanaians. Na iti fosha bomb to Tuma, Samit Fia, and what them Pantia Sembreno. Yankunin kuti sense muchum bram damina as
assembled automobile companies in Ghana na ode sa same way atu ja na omanfo no say come here say John Dramani Mahama afaye say aseye da Yahuhuru yanim de kosoro na afa nso sede oka se ebire bi atwam oka se yare arefre no em se onim se up to now sa yare no da so ewo ho wo John Dramani Mahama yi enne ya oka sa se mwe wo na on November 20th 2020 ode ba betu edwa se establishment of car assembly plant bad for local industry wo John Dramani Mahama we ya na ode sa nsem we ebetu dwa enne wasan nya akukudro esa ekase government vehicle no eyade ese ye beto de free local assembled automobile companies in Ghana ni mire bi atwam bo oka se eye bad idea anampo se enye good grass e be establish bi no eho na obekọ akoto ka de free die etoso mienu eye implement of 20% allowance for deprived area teachers. Na owie ya na omanfo edito na nim se papa asem ya wosan bekan ya 2012 o manifesto na ewom eyade se no nso oba bekan ho asem oba bekan eno nso ho asem in 2012 no enya ade se wo ye this same 2024 wasan bekan the same thing implement 20% allowance for deprived area teachers enti insem no a oka na mu dia he na yanyini emu dia he na eye nokre this time ya refer be asem bi a oka tere ye mere bi atwam bi a wanye ene wasan be repeat anasa oba abeda wa no ya ade se enya ade se ya adwene mu na ho to the stand say yenkai ebio nti John Dramani Mahama no kogina nsimpie so ne nsem a odi tu da no na ne refi se sansem no bre bi a atwam 2012 okay bi on manifesto ni ma wanya wasan be repeat the same thing ono ede atwo na Dr. Ekwia Amoakon enso eka bi na o se 7 December Ghana yenhwe sa two political parties we yengwe wo mo per dia manifesto no ususu se hwan na betimi aboa Ghana wo sa wo to aba ema no yenkoti Dr. Ekwia Amoakon.
People are a lot. Yes. And let's face it, it's our future that we are looking at. Yeah. And the only question that is being asked on December 7th is between the two candidates. Who do you think is best placed to lead us into growth? We are lucky enough to be able to compare records. We are lucky enough to be able to compare ex-President John Mahama's record when he was vice president, which is non-existent. We have his spokesperson, Honorable John Jenapo, saying that he was reduced to attending events and weddings and whatnot. Not a single initiative. We have his record when he was president, where there was no global economic crisis, but things were terrible. We had a period where young house officers, my colleagues, had worked for 11 months and they were not paid. We had nurses that were left at home for 3 years, no employment. We had a situation where there were no chalks in school. we had their running mates telling students to pay utility bills. We had them promise. One of the biggest things they promised during their time was to make the NHIA a one-time premium for everybody. You pay the premium once, you don't pay anything again. That fell flat on its face. They were not even able to implement it, and in fact, they brought the NHIA down to its knees, to a point where enrollment dropped by 1 million. 1 million people stopped using their NHIA cards because you will go to the hospital and they don't accept it. Al Jazeera even came into Ghana to make to make a documentary on how bad our NHIA system had been reduced to under the ex-president. So we have that record to compare to. The issue right now is a lot of us were really young then. So if you were really young and you weren't as primed as I was to pay attention to these things, you don't have anything to compare to.
So really and truly, do you have expectations for tomorrow?
Oh, I'm coming. I'll land on what I think my expectations
are. We're running behind time.
So I'll make it quick. So, I mean, looking at what their youth manifesto was, I am hoping that they're able to avoid the confusion because they came to talk about one, no fee stress, no academic. Up till now, they've not been able to tell us. Somebody is going around saying that Fair C level 100 is free. Somebody is saying it's academic facility user free, which is only a fraction of the fee. And that is going to be paid through an enhanced student loan trust. So is it a loan? Is it free? Are the tertiary people part? So I'm just clarity. Yes, and are able to articulate clearly what they want, because people want to see their solutions, not just every day jabbing the current government.
Wow, we say we are
the police will not track our
watch the boy. Oh boy, my master no problem because me say me won't join me. Because me say me won't join me. You mean that now? Because we machine will be.
Not or say I think that this man is an NDC member. Also not you say bia akwana nkasa no wo NDC ni enti wonim say electoral commission for fidie enti wo de koma NDC for na NDC for aso electoral commission mu
akase wo mo na
akase tie omo na na de trankoye yi a
abutu
Nana Yams say over then DC Nana Yams say then DC have their hands in this. One so adwene say NDC for no and na e pass asem ye he ma wiase na adwene ye omo say yisi for
yisi no
ebia kanana no mpa so mobu ama wo mu wiemu entina wo mu akwacha akwanso genius amechiwo
general meti offer enye si ye bechi wende ya ye wieye papa obenya ne ho atete kwata
be se comment section why there Thomas Owusu where did he got brofuno there Thomas say na pass o
ya maki yinti that's
it how ma menye ne man prekope answer go for the beshemi how did he get it and then where did he get it says I pass over so onya ne hene na kwabi was that so was it Ghana Nkasa is not a serious blah 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 blah. This one in fact it is just a framework was it
a framework
ya said that ya fidie ne yasum yeah na Nana Kwame Newton also fa that is all was what the mekan no hwe be sa Dawson ya kasi dey tire enwie ne ayi
eje ku do ho akoto asem
ana sakwa no ehun ade no ena oso ade me kotoma political party amatieni o
no ba den no kohia sankrofo na oso akoto ama o
enti ebesa de pakwa wo fa ade no wonim ade no so mfa so in fact wo hwa